everybody, and welcome back to another video. I hope you're all tickety-boo today, and a big welcome to those of you who are new. So today I want to show you a hack that I've not seen anywhere. It's something I thought about myself, and I had a look to see whether this hack's already out there, and I can't see it anywhere. So here I am to show you guys what this hack is. Now it's to do with monomer and the wastage that we sometimes have when we're trying to pour it. Don't get me wrong, I know you can get those with the caps that you can squeeze out, which is fair dues. That's absolutely fine if you've got those. I don't have one of those. I know you can get them, like I say. But if you haven't got them and you have monomer like this with these kind of tops, especially this one that's little, can be a bit tricky. I'm not going to use the monomer that's in here, because this is fabulous monomer. It doesn't come cheap, but it's well worth the money, I have to say. So I'm not going to use this to show you what I want to do. I'll show you. This is a bottle of water. That's all that's in it is water. Now the top of it is quite large, so it makes it a little bit, I suppose, less spillage you would get from a bigger bottle top. Bigger opener. Maybe I'm wrong and it's the other way around, but anyway, I'm going to show you with this. So I'm first going to show you with water what can happen. So you have a larger cup, whatever it is you want to use to pour some monomer in, and here we go. I've got my piece of kitchen roll here to show you any drops that we get on there, and I'm just going to pour it in normally. There, no drops. Bigger one that we're using, fair enough. Yeah, I'm going to use a smaller one. We have a few drops there, and I've overdone it really. I've put too much in there, to be fair. Use a littler one. Oh, gone overboard again. Too much monomer, didn't want that much in there, and I've spilt a load. Smaller one again. You'll have different ones. You might have bigger, whatever you have for your dampened dishes. A couple of drops there, and a couple of drops dripping down the side of that as well. There, look. Now I have wasted a load more than that, to be fair, when I've been putting my monomer into these little dampened dishes. So that wasn't too bad of a wastage, to be fair, but it's still there, and you don't want it, do you? Also, when you want if you've poured out too much and you want to pour it back in, that can be tricky. Getting it back in, no drops there, that's not been so bad. Just a little drop on the side of that. Let's pour this one back in because I've got too much. I don't want that much. Yeah, it's dripped all down the side of the bottle that I'm using. Dripped down there, and I just wanted that much in there because it was too much that I had in there. So that's made a bit of a mess with my monomer. This one is quite full, too much monomer in it. Didn't want that much, don't want to waste that much, want to pour some back in. Again, dripped everywhere. Pin in the butt in it, and I only wanted a little bit. This one again. Oh, that one, no drops on that one. So that one wasn't too bad. But you get my gist, don't you? That's how much wastage there is. So I'm going to put all this back now, and I'm going to show you my hack. When they've only got a little bit in the bottom, it's not so bad to pour it back in it, but it's if it's quite full, that's when it gets tricky to pour it back in. So I'm going to show you my hack. I'm going to wipe up, make sure there's no water about, because obviously it's not going to show you properly. So some more tissue down, and I'm going to show that bottle's dry as well. Just wiping down the bottle. Right, I think everywhere's dry. So I am going to show you. So this is a pipette. You can get them all different sizes. I chose a large one. I could probably do with a smaller one as well, getting a little one. But I chose a large one to get in the bottle to, for bigger bottles. Though when you are a bit further down on your monomer bottles, you get less spillage anyway, don't you? So I probably didn't need the big one. But so yeah, there are smaller ones that you can get out there, a lot smaller than that. But this is the one I have, and it's going to work just the same as what the smaller ones will. So I'm going to show you. So I want to put monomer in all of these dampened dishes. That's not a dampened dish, it's a candle holder actually, but I'll show you in that as well. And I'm wanting to put some monomer in. So when you want to suck up the water, the monomer, the fluid, you press the end of the pipette, and then when you let go, it sucks the water up. So I'm going to show you. So I'm going to pop it in the, well, what would be the monomer, and I'm going to suck up. Now, as you can see there, I don't know whether you can see, it's just about 3 ml that I've got in there, but I'm going to do it a bit more. I want to get a lot more in there to show you. So that's about 8 ml that I've got in there. So I'm going to take that out of there, and I'm going to put it into my little dish. So I've got 8 ml in there. That's about right. There will be a little drip that you get, which is not so bad. And I've got the monomer in there. It's about the right amount that I want, so that's not so bad. So I'm going to put some in here now. So go in, squeeze it and release. And again, I've gone to about 8 millimetre there. And I'm going to put that in. I'm going to put it all in there. And I realise, do you know what? I've actually put, I'm going to tap there. There's a little blob that comes off. Put a bit too much in. But I don't want to empty that back in there because I'm going to spill a load of it. So all I need to do is go in, you squeeze. You're going to get a few bubbles and suck up. You decide the amount that you want. Is that enough? No, maybe I'd like a little bit more, so I'll squeeze a bit more out. Yeah, that's about it. I'm happy with that. That's about the amount that I'd like. Put the rest of it back in. And you've got the right amount of monomer that you want. No odd little dot of drip that you've got there. And that's it. Might get a little air bubble. And that's it. Same again here. Obviously I got a lot of spillage with this one. So you go in, you suck it up. That's about 7 ml. Obviously I'm having to angle it, you see, so that you can see on the video. Pour it in. Again, I've gone nearly too much there. Squeeze the rest of it back in there. Take a little bit out because I've put too much in. Oh, a little bit more. There we go. That's about right. It's about all I want. And squeeze that back in there. And then you've got in there about the amount that you want. Or you decide you've poured it out and actually, I don't need it. Don't need this. It's rubbing alcohol that I'm wanting, not this. Because I've done that before. I don't know about you guys. You can just squeeze it back up. Obviously, not used. And put it back in your monomer. Instead of having to pick it up, tilt it in. Yes, there might be some times when you don't spill it, but you're more likely to, aren't you? Or get wastage. It's just such a waste, and it doesn't come cheap, does it? So if you know, obviously, you start using your pipette, you might get a smaller one like this. Get them from Amazon. Get a smaller one than this. And you know, through using it, you'll get to know just how much that you need to suck out of the bottle, because you'll get used to it while you're using it. So obviously, let me get rid of that in there. Suck that back out. It's not sucked all of it, but I'll pop that in there. Suck some more out. There we go. And then through using it, I think I need about 3 ml in there. So I'm just going to suck out 3 ml. So squeeze it, suck it up. I've got far too much. I've took 7. Just squeeze a bit out. You'll get a few air bubbles. You might have to wait a second or two for the air bubbles. But that's about my 3 ml now. So I know that's about how much I'm going to need. Squeeze it in there and I've got my 3 ml of monomer. No spillage. It's a no-brainer, guys. An absolute no-brainer. Did I use that one? Go into that one. Put 3 ml in that one. Squeeze it out. Squeeze it out. Oh, I've squeezed out too much. Doesn't matter. Squeeze it back up again. And it's glass. It's going to be fine. That's about 2 and, yeah, about 3. Squeeze it in there. Might decide you only want a right little tiny bit. That's fine. Just stop squeezing. Go back into your bottle. An odd little drop. That's it. There's none of that wastage. There's none of that spilling all over your desk and getting monomer everywhere. It's just a no-brainer, guys. So that's my hack. Like I say, I did get this big. I was excited to get them and I thought we're going to need a big one. Not really thinking about how big it was, if I'm honest. So I could have done with a smaller one. But like I say, if you're wanting to use it all the time and get the exact amount out, and your bottle is getting really down to the bottom, then you can still use it and get the right amount of monomer that you need. So yeah, that's my hack. What do you think of that, guys? Please give me a thumbs up if you like it. Hit that subscribe button. I'm sure there's been hacks along the way that I've sort of come up with. Some are ones that I've found out from many years gone by. Some are ones that I've thought about myself. So yeah, I'll see what else I can think about and come up with. But yeah, that's my fabulous hack that I think is absolutely amazing. If you want to just store this, you can, I mean, obviously I've got some you can have a little jar just to store it in. Make sure it's a glass one and not a plastic one, just in case there's an odd dot of monomer left in your thing. And just store it away somewhere. Obviously I'd need a bigger one than that, wouldn't I? But yeah, that's my hack for today. I hope you enjoyed it. I've been so excited to share it with you. I've been waiting a little while for the pipettes to come. You can get them off Temu and they're cheaper than what I got them from Amazon, but I just couldn't wait to get it. Even though I ended up waiting a little bit longer than I expected for it. And then I couldn't do the video until now, so I could have got it from Temu, and they are cheaper from Temu. You can pay about £3 for a 10ml. They have 5ml ones, just a couple of quid. It's a no-brainer, guys, honestly. I strongly recommend you doing it. You'll just save a lot of money in monomer. If you're going to get really good quality monomer like I've got with the Bexy Glow, and I know that's my opinion, and I know that I haven't used many monomers, but it's not cheap, but it's good. So there you have it, guys. Thank you so much for watching. I hope you enjoyed it. Please take care, everybody. And like I always say, if you can't be good, be careful. Bye.